Hi guys, I'm John from Uber Rock. Thank you for granting us an audience this afternoon, I guess, before you play at Steelhouse Festival. I see you brought the weather with you guys.
That's fantastic, isn't it? This is what we're normally used to when we play festivals. You know, it'll all clear up. The sun will come out just as we go.
Of course it will.
Yeah.
Of course it will.
As we leave.
What have we got in store from you guys this afternoon? Greatest hits set, or some stuff from Rockville, or a mixture of it all, or
mixture. Really. You know, there's some stuff from Rockville. Obviously, some of the old sort of standards that we always play in the set. Otherwise, we get a load of stick for not playing them. So there's a lot of albums to draw from now, John.
Course,
so it's a tough thing to pick a set. It really is, especially an hour set. So. You know, we've sort of changed it around a bit, and this is the final one we've come up with. So,
cool. Story of My Life's out as a single at the moment, I believe.
Yeah.
It's a bit. I've been a long-term fan of you guys. I have to admit this. Okay, so it's a bit sort of ironic, really, that at this stage of your career you're getting mainstream airplay, whereas in the '80s you couldn't kill for it, could you?
Exactly.
How does it feel?
Well, it's a nice feeling, but it's just totally unexpected. You know, I mean, we got so many people from CBS sacked because they couldn't get us on Radio 1. And now it's just like, oh yeah, FM, here we go. So it's great.
It's amazing. I mean, you know, as a fan, it's sort of spooky to turn the radio on and then suddenly you're a band who I followed, you know, for 20 odd years.
It's even more spooky when you've written the song.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
No, it's great though. It gets, you know, you're instantly getting to so many millions of people with Radio 2 play, which it's tough to do, and you know,
like Planet Rock has been great. You know, getting on Planet Rock and stuff like that. All the radio stations have been really receptive to the new stuff, so it's great. You know.
And of course, you've done 2 albums with Jim now.
Yeah.
And there's
3.
Sorry.
Don't remind me. Is there that many?
And the Rockville double sort of album, I guess, is the latest one. What's the reaction been like? And what does it feel like for you guys when you hear that reaction?
The reaction has been unbelievable. I mean, classic rock all over. The European one and the British one give it 9 out of 10. All the reviews have been brilliant. When you're making an album, John, you don't really know. You kind of just record it, don't you, love? And you know, you're very close to
idea,
it.
But you don't know until it's out in the real world, do you?
No, but it's been fantastic. Couldn't be better. We couldn't have wished for better. You know.
And you did it via the Pledge music route this time, yeah?
Yeah.
So was there an audience with Mr. Jump exclusive as part of that, or how did it work?
Not unless he's pocketed the money and done it on the side. No.
I did my own pledge campaign.
And of course you could have auctioned off Jem's guitar, I suppose, but that's become such a...
We did try,
We keep trying to sneak it away, you know, but...
Right,
We've got the pink suit for the next one, though, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well,
We've got the pink suit for the next one.
funny enough you should mention that, because one of the questions I was going to ask was, I think it was Red in '87 when I saw you guys with a stinking hangover, and then you came on with those living day glow suits on.
Yeah. A bit much for you, was it?
Oh, it was, and they only had gold label barley wine on the bar. It was the second time,
I had the worst hangover
with Alice
ever.
Cooper, wasn't it?
Yeah, I felt so rough. I remember walking up the ramp at the back, I felt so rough. You couldn't believe it. And then I'm wearing a white suit, and I sat behind the kit, and then people started screaming. It's like, oh, no, this is like the worst day of my life.
Lydia sent me some photographs of you now from the thing, and you were wearing check that day. Is check still in the Goldsworthy household?
No, not really. The only I check these days bangs mostly.
Going back to the albums of Here and Now, I really got the Metropolis album. I for some reason, the Metropolis just really connected with me, and I don't know whether it was because, and I have to check my notes here, some of the tracks that I went back to, like Hollow and Bring Back Yesterday, really sort of hit a chord like back to the Indiscreet days.
Right, good.
Rockville's a bit more rocky. Was that actually intentional to do like sort of that thing, or is it just how you wrote?
Not really, just how it came out. I mean, we just sort of write the songs on. We wrote a lot of songs for both albums. It was a bit with Metropolis. We've been away for so long.
Yeah.
That I guess in a way we were consciously trying to sort of get all the best elements of FM onto Metropolis, you know, and because we've been away for so long. So, but with Rockville, we just wrote the songs and it came out the way it came out, you know. So, which fortunately everybody seems to love. So that's great.
That's cool. And you did the Indiscreet 25 shows, which I was gutted. I was actually out of the country, I couldn't make one of them.
Right.
But part of that was you managed to get Didge back on stage with you out of his little flight case.
Wound him up.
If you don't mind me asking this, why not Chris? Is it something he just likes to turn his back on, or?
No, he's just what he is now. He doesn't play music anymore. He teaches. He's got his own sort of teaching school in Norfolk. Teaches guitar.
Right.
He likes the quiet life. He's just not really interested in performing anymore. Simple as that, you know. And he kind of left it a long time now, you know, to bring him back out now to do it. Whereas Didge is still playing. He sort of plays all the time. So he just really has put it all behind him. Has no real interest in going out playing live.
If he ever wants to do it, though, he's always.
The door's open. It'll be great. Yeah. I mean, Jim would have loved to have done it.
If he'd do it, but I think to put somebody on a big stage like Shepherd's Bush when they haven't even played in a pub for 20 years,
It's a lot of
would
pressure.
probably be quite a big deal.
I was going to ask Jim, were you a fan before you joined the band then, as such, or just aware
Well,
of
I'd say I was
the
a fan, really. No.
That's not what you told me.
kind of a bit.
What you told me.
Kind of more a sort of a slight annoyance to me. No, I was.
You like the Urdu's, that's why.
I did have a couple of albums for a long time before. I've known about the band for 20 odd years.
Yeah.
Who took behind your Rory Gallagher albums?
A little bit, yeah. F then G,
You got the hang of that then, Fox, yeah.
And I actually had the pleasure of seeing your first download appearance, the one where you replaced Rat. What was that like for you guys? Because you just suddenly came out of nowhere on that day and sort of delivered a belter, really.
It was terrifying, wasn't it?
Yeah, a
really?
bit daunting when you're replacing Rat.
When he found out on the Thursday that we were doing it on the, you know.
On the Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah.
So it's like, do you come back and play the biggest gig in the country? You know, but it was great. It was great.
Yeah, I imagine, Well, I was down the front next to Dave Lee, so sing it along.
We didn't wear the day glow suits and no one threw
No, that's cool. I just wanted to ask about FM now and how it was different to FM of the 80s. Obviously, there's no Paul Stanley dancing from yourself.
I can't.
Knees are gone.
Standing
Knees
up.
are gone, yeah.
But of course, I've already mentioned it. Jem, you still do the guitar.
I like to run around a bit.
Yeah, is there? Would you admit to any irony in that, or is it something you actually enjoy doing?
I enjoy doing it, and it's quite fun to do it with Didge when we did that in Manchester and all that. It was a battle of the guitars.
There's a great photograph somewhere of the three of us with the guitars like that, and Jem and Didge with the guitars. It looks like Lynyrd Skynyrd, doesn't it? It's like about 300 headstocks sticking out.
And tomorrow night you play a low-key gig in Stourbridge with Toby doing acoustic stuff. What is next for you guys? Are you looking to do a fuller tour, or?
We've got a lot of stuff planned for next year and this year, but we can't announce
A few announcements coming up shortly.
Cool. Yeah, cool. So fans will be looking out for that one.
Lots on the pipeline.
And myself, obviously. So I'm one of those. I just wanted to finish off by just saying thank you for the music for the last 20 odd years. You know what I mean? You've all given me some really bad dress sense tips over the years.
We'll continue to
my,
do that.
my suit sleeves didn't come down for about 10 years. And of course I still have Mr. Jep's Tough It Out bandana, which I have on me today.
For that everywhere.
Believe it or not, St. David's Hall, 1989 or whatever.
That's fantastic.
So just to finish off then, if you wouldn't mind me asking this, is just what does FM mean to you all these days? What is it about it that still makes you want to get up there and play a gig?
Well, it's just the bands. I mean, when we came back, we were going to do one show, as we've said many times in other interviews.
So that was the Firefest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because of the dedication of the fans and stuff, and we're just enjoying it to be able to have this all over again and go. I mean, we did a massive arena tour with Journey, walking out on the Journey stage set, and Neil Sean's at the side of the stage tuning his guitar. It's pretty. Still gives you a bit of a kick, you know. And
we played with Toto a couple of months ago.
One of my favourite bands of all
Right.
time.
Heroes,
You know,
so-
yeah, so we've still got a second chance at doing what we love to do.
No, absolutely.
So it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
No,
You know, it
absolutely.
really is.
Well, I wish you all the best with the albums. See, I got it right that time. I remember the second one. And I wish you all the best for the show tonight, guys. I really do. And all the
Thank
best
you.
for the future for FM.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys. Thanks for your time.
No problem.